Good morning, family. I am whispering again because my house is still asleep. Well, with the exception of my oldest son. He's about to walk out the door to go to school. But anyway, let me get right into today's reading. And I got a special note for you guys at the end of this daily update. So stay to the end of the video. I'm going to try and keep it brief, but it's very important that you hear this. So in today's reading, King Solomon finishes the building of the temple. Now, the building of the temple was a promise that was given by God to King David, which is Solomon's father, that they would build a temple for his presence to dwell among the people, but it didn't happen in King David's time. God told him that it would be fulfilled in the life of one of his sons, which was King Solomon. Solomon took the throne, and things began to happen during his reign and everything. And once there was peace on every side, God told him, okay, now we'll begin to build the temple. So they began to build the temple and everything, and everybody with their gifts that was helping out, and boom, the temple was completed. So during Sukkot, which is a festival of the Lord, a feast that we're commanded to keep, and you can go back and you can read through Exodus and Leviticus, and it'll tell you why that we're to keep those eventually. A lot of times people get them confused and call them Jewish holidays. Now, they're not Jewish holidays. They're holidays for all to keep who love the Lord. If you love and obey him, he said, keep my commandments. And keeping the festival of Sukkot, or the festival of tabernacles, or the festival of booths, or the festival of shelters, which it just depends on whatever version of the Bible you're reading. It'll use one of those terms, but we're talking about the same thing, which is Sukkot. And it happens once a year. And I also have a note. I posted the note before, so you can go and look at the biblical holidays for the year 2014, and I give a really good quick description of each one, and also a site you can go to read more information on that. So during Sukkot, King Solomon rounded up the elders, the leaders, and the heads of the tribe and everything, and they went back to the city of David, which is Zion, and the leaders, and they all met there, and the priests and the Levites got the Ark of the Lord's Covenant, which at that time only held the Ten Commandments, which were the two stones that had the Ten Commandments listed on them that God gave to Moses, on the mountain, Mount Sinai. But so the priests and the Levites carried the ark back to the temple that had just been built, and they took it into the inner sanctuary, which is called the most holy place, where God's presence, God presence resides, which in today's terms, our bodies would be considered the temple, and our spirit man, or some people may refer to it as the heart, but I believe it's the spirit man, which is considered the inner sanctuary. This is the outward sanctuary. The spirit is the inner sanctuary, or the most holy place. That's where God's spirit resides. So when they took the ark into the most holy place, and they began to fulfill their duties and services to the Lord, which are required of the priests, the Levites, and everything, it says that the presence of God showed up in the most holy place, his glorious presence, that it showed up so thick that they couldn't even continue their service unto the Lord. That, my friends, was awesome. They had to, they couldn't do anything else because his presence was so thick in that place, so but then after that happened, King Solomon blessed the temple and dedicated the temple to the Lord, and he blessed the people of Israel, but guys, that was a really awesome point that I wanted to bring out. And if you hold on for just 1 second, I'm going to give you another quick note on, I'm going to make, well, not another quick note, but a special announcement that I had for you. Let me reboot my video. Hey guys, I'm back. So for the special note that I had to give you, this year during Sukkot, which is only a few months away from now, we will be experiencing a a biblical timeline event, which is red moons. Now, is this the first time that the red moons have happened? Absolutely not. If you guys have been keeping up with history and biblical prophecy and the timelines of what's going on, you would know this is not the first time. But the significance about this year and next year, 2014 and 2014, is that the blood moons, or the red moons, actually line up as the scripture says on Passover and Sukkot. Passover 2014, Sukkot 2014, Passover 2015, and Sukkot 2015. I'm leaving you some notes and some scripture references and some other sites where you can actually go to and get more detail on these things, guys. So if you're interested, you should be. This is not meant to scare you. It's just to inform you of the timelines in the Bible and how awesome it is to be alive in this day, to experience these things. You know, these should also help us to really get serious about our relationship with the Father, you know, so we can make sure that we're in tune and we're in line and we can hear from Him clearly and hear His voice, you know, in our time and age, especially if major events are about to go down. So you want to be in tune and have those channels open where you can hear, you know, because it could literally mean life or death for you or your family, friends, or loved ones, you know. So be on post, guys. Stay on your watch. Don't get slack. Wake up and, you know, just do what you came to do. Love you guys. Check out the references. See you in tomorrow's morning update. Love you.